Hey, how's it going? So welcome to lesson 4, and in today's lesson we're going to be talking about how singing is all about singing vowels. Now, first I'll give you some backstory. When I first wanted to learn how to sing, or at least improve my singing voice, I was searching in YouTube videos, I was searching on forums, I was searching on Google. Basically, how do I develop my voice? How do I expand my range? How do I sound better? All these questions. What I kept seeing was people talking about vowels, okay? The A, E, I, O, U, those kind of sounds. I would see people comment in forums, all this kind of stuff, talking about vowels, talking about the notes that they can hit in those vowels. And I literally thought in my head, I'm not interested in learning that. I just want to learn how to sing. So every time I saw something about vowels, I just ignored it because I had no idea why people were talking about it and why it even related to my singing goals of wanting to sound better. I felt like people didn't do a very good job of tying those together. But what I quickly learned when I started doing lessons, I actually learned that singing is just singing vowels with a consonant in front of it. So let's take the line "Come Up to Meet You" from the song "The Scientist" by Coldplay, which we did in the prior lessons, and I'll just sing it, just first to demonstrate. Come up to meet you. Right. So I said that the vowels A, E, I, O, U are the only vowels that there are, in English at least. If we remove the consonants of that song, C, come, up, the P, up, to, T, T, M, M, the consonant there, and U, the Y, that actually just becomes ooh, ooh. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. It's a little bit confusing to sing without the consonants. I'll do it one more time. Ooh, ooh. So, you might disagree that those are the vowels that should be sang, but just have a look. One more time. I'll put the consonants back in. Come up to meet you. Cool. So can you see how it really is just ooh, ooh? Just to reiterate what I've written in the post above, which I hope you've read because it does give a little bit more insight to everything I'm explaining besides this. You know, I've really put a lot of time into making sure what I explain above really made sense. So please check that out. Anyway, I just want to say that there are 5 basic vowels, just like there are 5 basic sounds in every language. So here they are in singing. A, E, O, and U. And what I want to add here is that there are other ones, but in my honest opinion, they are just kind of blends of those other 5. So for example, if you think of the word or letter I, if you were saying I, you wouldn't say that that's an R sound, but you could say that it kind of starts with a R and then ends with an E. So hear me out. I, or maybe in a more American accent, I, because I've got the Australian one going on. Hear this. It goes from a R to an E. I. That's just my opinion, but that's kind of the way I'm explaining it to you. You know, there's another vowel, for example, an A. So you notice that A, as in cat, right? Or hat, right? That's quite different to as in far. And that's different to pray or may. So a, A. There is a different one, that A. Okay? And lastly, I'll tell you about another one. Maybe like the O. So O, for example, is not or, and it's not oo, it's O. It's a little bit different. You could argue that that's closer to an R mixed with an O. You see what I mean by it's a blend of the major 5 sounds? Right. And I guess lastly, you could also say that there's an E. So an E is close to an E. E, it's like an E that's closer to an R. You know what I mean? It's halfway in between that. So yeah, that's how I wanted to break it down for you in this video. It's a little bit of a shorter lesson, But I think I really, nailed the point that I want to get across. If you start thinking about the songs that you want to sing in terms of these vowels, and you need to make note of the consonants, I really think that you'll have a better understanding of how to approach songs to not only just sing them better, but you'll know how to practice the songs that you're trying to learn to sing better. Because one thing you can really struggle with when you try to improve a song is that you just keep singing it over and over again and you don't see any improvement because your strategy to improve it just really isn't on the mark. But if you have an understanding of where the vowels are, right? If you have an understanding of where the vowels are, then you'll know what you need to really focus on and in terms of getting it more and more free. Now, we're going to go more into that tomorrow in the final lesson, and we're going to be talking about, how to actually make these sounds feel very free in the voice. But for today's lesson, I just want to keep it nice and simple in understanding that singing is all about singing vowels with a consonant in front of it. But it's really all about getting that vowel to resonate properly. All right, cool. We'll wrap it up here. Thank you very much.
Why should I even care?